Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and this is the Transport Fever 1 Hub Speed Build Let's Play series, and I think we're on episode 10 already, and we're just following one of our trains going into our main hub station, which is one of the conceits of this particular series, as you may recall, if you watched the last episode, or I attempted to explain what on earth I'm doing in this series. So it's going in, it's a full train, 64 passengers, and there's loads of people waiting here at the hub station, as you can see, including, I could do with another train on that route, you think? There's 2 on there already. We shall see. Anyway, we're doing very nicely. We're just a few months on from where we left off in the last episode, and as you can see, our town is continuing to grow. It's 1,500 people at the moment. And the chart shows that population growing. Again, as the town grows and develops, it will knock down houses to either lay new roads and or add new houses or businesses into the city. So that's doing quite nicely. In terms of profit, we're doing very nice. Actually, let me just pause this here for a second. So I like to repay my loan when I can, just to make sure that when it crosses over into the new year, I minimise my my debt, my interest on that. As you can see, I'm currently losing, well, I had about 25 million or so, I think, in debt when I came into this year, which is 1916, in case you hadn't noticed. So that's 382k out of my bank balance. If I can minimise that, all the better. Anyway, so what have we done in the meantime, since you were last with me? I've actually spent a little bit of money rejigging the junctions here. I discovered that the way I'd double slip switched these connecting tracks out to the depots here wasn't working quite right as I'd hoped. So I've relayed those a little bit and just rejigged the signalling. I may need to do the signalling thing again, but at the moment, all the routes coming into the hub are coming in from this side, as this train here is. So there's no great issue about signalling there. The only thing I need to worry about is just making sure that the trains that are coming out of the depot stop appropriately and don't interfere with the actual running traffic. Okay, so what have we got in store for today? It's an odd couple of things, odd sort of state of play. I really want to upgrade some of the trains, but that does mean spending money. In fact, I think I might as well do it, actually. We spent the last episode looking at passengers, adding 2 new towns into the network. But the problem I've got at the moment is the food distribution isn't quite working. If we look at my lines, I've already sorted it by cargo. You can sort by any of these columns, which is really nice, actually. That's a bit of the UI that I really do appreciate. When I see tables of data like this, the ability to simply click on a heading to organise it in the most efficient way, the way you want to see it, it just works for me. It's a bit geeky, I know, but that's great. So as you can see, I don't pay much attention to this rate column very often, but I think this might be underlying the problem we've got with some routes like Horse Pasture and Mitchell Butte aren't making a lot of money. Is because their rate is quite low compared to the fast freight line, which is bringing the livestock down from the farm, which is pretty much twice that. So that's doing 203. So I think to improve the profitability of these 2 lines, what I could do is increase the capacity on them. I think Mitchell Butte in particular, they're both carrying the same sort of capacity. Mitchell Butte, I think, certainly could do with increasing that, so I might add an extra wagon to that, and also bring more livestock down from the farms, because at the moment it is running out here. Which one's that? That's the Horse Pasture. That's filling up quite nicely. There is usually a lot of food here waiting for Horse Pasture, because certainly compared to Mitchell Butte. So I think I need to improve the rate rating, if you will, of the Mitchell Butte service. And if we can do that by adding extra wagons to them, where are they? What I might do is I might do a bit of a cheaty thing on here. Don't need that train on view anymore. Let's bring that one up. Even though it's actually losing less money than the horse pasture one. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Well, I'll deal with Mitchell Butte anyway, because I've just focused on that one. It's just the way it is. So what we'll do here is I'll simply cheat and replace them. Actually, if I pause that here for a second, so I've still got the money in the bank, we'll still use the mogul. And what I'll do, they're both using this wonderful modded freight wagon, which is this NAFI's state car, which allows it to carry anything at all. It's not bound by most of the other wagons are bound by the type of cargo they carry. But the NAFI's will take anything, as we saw in the previous episode, not the last one, the one before that, I think it was. And it also weighs a bit less than the others, which is rather nice. So compared to the box car, which is that one, which is 15 tons, costs 96.5. This is 10 tons and costing 88. That carries one less than the box car, but I'm not worried about that. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make that 5. I don't think we've got the capacity yet to go more than that. So we'll just... I like to set this to 75 so I can quickly check when vehicles run close. 2.7. That's expensive, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Let's do it. Actually, no. What I'll do is do them one at a time. Have we got one coming in? That's the one, isn't it? So we'll replace you, I think. Can you replace you? You're just 900. Okay, we'll replace you. That's good. And I want to replace the farm freight ones as well, which is the one bringing the livestock in. And what I think we'll do with that is replace it with a whole different consist. What we'll stick on there. At the moment we've got the mogul and 4 of those wagons again. So what we could do is stick one of our new trains on there, like the Mikado. Yeah, although it is very, very expensive compared to the mogul. I mean, the Atlantic is really nice. It goes fast, but it is cheaper. The thing is, the Mikado rather is a much more powerful locomotive. The Atlantic isn't that much more. So the Atlantic isn't that much more than the mogul, but it might suffice. It isn't that much more expensive either. Well, it's not as expensive as the Mikado. Oh heck, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We'll put the Atlantic in there, and again we will use the state car. If we put 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that should be 60. That should do, I think. Now, we're probably not making best use of the Atlantic because I don't think it's a fairly short run. We're not going to hit maximum speed, are we, on that? But it is a bit more powerful, so it shouldn't. So it should get to a reasonable speed at least. And how much to replace both those now? 5 million. Do I have 3 million left in the bank? I do. Right. So that's replacing both of those. That's cool. Is that you? Are you already in Atlantic? So you are. It's a rather magnificent locomotive, isn't it? The thing is, has it changed both of them? Not just yet. Let me just pause for a second while I check the details on these. So on the Atlantic, it's a mediocre in terms of power rating, just like the old mogul was, and the mogul would get to 47 in 145 seconds. Ooh dear, that isn't good, is it? So it can get a 28 in 3 minutes. Actually, no, that's fine. I don't think we'll lose any speed on that. And what we might see is when this train 11 touches down here at the food factory. Where is he? Oh, he's all the way up there. When he touches down, we might also, because we're going faster, get a better ticket price for our cargo. I think the ticket price is also affected by speed. I know passengers certainly are, but I've not paid too much attention to that in the past on my freight lines. So I think that will do. That should do very nicely. That should keep those lines running. Okay, now that means, as we can see from my balance sheet, I have spent a vast amount of money. Actually quite a lot of money. Yeah. So whether I'll recoup that in this year or not. Okay, so what we'll do, I'm going to leave this running for a little while. I'm going to stop talking, and I may roll this on for over a year until I got that's bad English, isn't it? Until I have enough money to finance a new line. I'm not quite sure. I've got a couple of ideas in mind as to which line I'm going to improve. So we will see how that pans out. Okay, but yes, I will that be run as a speed build with the soundtrack as per normal. I will stop talking now, but I will just say before I go, if you enjoy this video, do leave us a like. That'd be great to have that little thumbs up from you. If you have any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, criticisms, anything you want to say about the videos or the way I'm playing or the game, anything in general, just drop a note into the comments box below. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know whenever I update or add a new video to this or any of my other series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever, I will be back with you again soon with a new episode, and I will hand over to the speed build. Until the next time, bye bye for now.